Hi everyone, and welcome to another recommendation review list for cartoons. Today we're doing series. So far we've only done films. You can go check those out. You can always use Hisame, hashtag Hisame review to find them. And now we're doing series finally, and we're gonna start off with Halloween because it is October. It is my favorite season. I got so many goodies for you guys. Gotta check it out. If you haven't seen these, I totally recommend you go watch them. At least watch the trailer, get an idea for it. So Over the Garden Wall, Batman the Animated Series, Death Note, Ergo Proxy, Paranoia Agent, Beetlejuice, and Witch. Halloween time, yeah. Here is the disclosure, like kind of my biases, what I prefer. If you find that we have similar tastes, then go check out my other videos. I have plenty of fun ideas for you. So we're gonna start off with honorable mentions because I feel weird putting them before the first one and like after the second. If these are honorable mentions, why would you? Anyway. So first off, Beetlejuice, Nostalgia Lane. If you're a millennial, you've grown up with Beetlejuice and Witch. So what I love about these that they're fun and colorful. I consider them family friendly. They're different from their contemporaries. They have like a girl centric view, like protagonist is female, even though Beetlejuice is kind of like all about him. If you remember, there was another little goth girl which I really liked. So yeah, and of course the animation is pretty awesome. I liked it a lot. For Beetlejuice, maybe if you don't know it, you might check it out before you give it to your kids, because there are some stuff that are maybe a bit too gross or scary for kids. You know your kids better than me, obviously. It is from Tim Burton's mind, so to say. So you know, if you're like you like what Tim Burton does and you think that's okay, then yeah, totally recommend it. I love it. It's quirky, it's fun. We don't do that much kind of weird gothic horror cartoons for kids that much these days. If you know one, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to check it out. I like Beetlejuice a lot, even though at some points it was like, too much. And the other one is Witch, which has an interesting backstory. So it was kind of made industrially, so to say, as like a bunch of people sat at a table, as in many ways how they do Marvel films, and then like checking the boxes for everything. Oh, we have an African. Oh, we have an Asian. Oh, we have this. Oh, we have that. Oh, it's gonna be separate personalities for each type of girl to identify with, and then we're gonna sell dolls and things like that. But uh, it is one of these industrial churn product cartoons dished out by Disney that I think it was done very well. Like the story was fun. You had everybody kind of had a personality or a girl or an element to kind of relate to and like have something for themselves. Also, the stories were pretty fun. You had a Prince Charming, you had all these zany adventures, and because it was made by Disney, unlike Beetlejuice, I'm pretty sure it's safe for everybody, and I think the content aged pretty well. I mean, I don't know exactly each episode. Often people are like, I don't know if I want to show them something old. Maybe there's something that's not okay or out of fashion these days. Uh, this was done in 2006, kind of ended. So it's pretty okay. Like I said, it has a lot of fun stuff for everybody to kind of latch on to. And you can just leave your kid in front of the TV, I guess. For Beetlejuice, you probably have to be more hands-on and like explain stuff to your child. You just can't leave them in front of the TV with Beetlejuice, unless you want nightmares at night. Depends on your kid. But like I love them both. Number 5 is Paranoia Agent, and Satoshi Kon is such a great psychological thriller and story maker and horror in general. Like This is a project that he was part of. I wouldn't recommend you leave your child alone with this series. It's more for teenagers, maybe even adults if you're into anime. It tackles exhaustion, mass hysteria, lies, like what is reality. A lot of Satoshi Kon's films deal with that, like where fantasy ends, um, supernatural, reality, things like that. It's kind of hard to tell which is which and has ambiguous messaging and endings. So if it's something that you like that is not spelled out for you or ham-handedly explained, then this is a great series for you. It is a bit horror in places, so I think it's very fitting for Halloween. I really love the editing. Pretty much anything that Satoshi Kon has touched is gold and worth watching. Ergo Proxy. Oh, I love this series. It's very atmospheric. It has great lore and story. The animation and editing are so awesome. I love it when it's well done. It is a sci-fi dystopian with supernatural elements, and it also has a detective story. I definitely consider it a rare gem, but be warned, it's like for people that are over 16, I would say. It kind of has some gory fights, so be aware of that. I really loved it. I would have loved more of it. Unfortunately, it kind of bankrupted the studio. It got bought off. It has been making since kind of crappy shonen series. We've never got a second season to it. We never got anything else in the vein of Ergo Proxy, and I'm still sad about it. It was an original story. It is not based on any manga, as usually a lot of animations are. They're based on comic books. And also another thing that some people might not appreciate, it has an ambiguous ending. Personally, I don't mind it. I kind of like the idea of, how should I say, leaving me with questions, and I can like imagine or choose whatever, or I can watch some theory crafting videos on YouTube. Those are always fun. Like I said, it has a pretty deep lore. It has a lot of symbolism, so you can speculate a lot. It's definitely something that nerdy people will love, and if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely check out Ergo Proxy. It's really awesome. I loved it so much, and I'm sad we're never gonna get more of it. Who knows? Maybe someday. If it grows like enough fan base, somebody will produce more of it. Death Note. I'm sure a lot of you have heard it. It's made its way into popular slang, vernacular, whatever. So basically, it is a psychological thriller. It has amazing story. It's a detective and supernatural type of series. It has great animation and editing. It's very well made. I would say that it's even better than the manga. So it is based on a manga series. You can check that out if I think it was one season, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if there's more in the manga, but you can always go check that out. Google is your friend. And if you like the Dexter TV series, this one has a good ending. Like, I thought that it was very well done. Do not watch the Netflix adaptation because it is offensive trash. They really mangled the story quite brutally and really not worth your time. You're better off watching the anime. I think now it's even dubbed in English, but I am against I am anti-dubbing. I think it's always better to listen to it in its original language and read subtitles, but if that something is not available to you, then yeah, sure, okay, go ahead with the dub. You're disappointed in my eyes, but if you don't have the time or maybe the possibility to, I will forgive you. But yeah, I'm a pretty stickler against dubbing. um, Batman the animated series. Okay, so Wow. This is one reason, those people that say, oh, animation was better in my day. This is one of the reasons those people exist. I'm not saying it's a good thing to be that kind of person, but after you watch this, you can kind of have some sympathy for them. I would say that this is the best Batman version I've ever seen. There's a lot of Batman content out there. This is the best one. I love it so much. I really like how charming and likable Bruce Wayne is, how charismatic the Batman is. It's really well done. The art style is Art Deco and noir, which is just butter to my soul. I love that. It's so atmospheric and moody, and it's freaking artsy. Everything about this series I love aesthetically. The stories are awesome. I think they're well told. They're stories that everybody knows at this point because Batman is such a huge brand. So you're not gonna find anything particularly new, but it's just very well told, and you should definitely watch it for that. It has sci-fi and goth stuff, very well meshed together. It is a bit of vintagey looking, so that's something that I really appreciate. It is smooth, detailed, gorgeous animation, and bonus for those of you that don't know, this is Harley Quinn's birth. That's right. So Harley Quinn, Joker's girl sidekick, appeared for the first time in this series. It is such a great series on so many levels, and it has such a huge cultural impact that I really do feel like people don't know it enough. They know a lot of video games, a lot of more recent films, and they've missed this part because they're not millennials. This came out when us millennials were kids, so it's very nostalgic and personal for us. So if you're Gen Z and you haven't seen it, check it out. Especially if you like vintage stuff, this is gonna be great for you. And Halloween is the time to watch it. Now, who dethroned from number one? It is Over the Garden Wall. It is a 2014 mini series, and it's just the essence of Halloween, so it had to be on the first place. Tim Burton has a successor, I guess, with this one. It is like a fresher, newer, more fun, and a bit more moody version of what Tim Burton usually puts out. So if you like Tim Burton, you're gonna love this. It's a crime we don't have more series like this. I think it is a must watch. It has great lore, atmosphere, lots of Easter eggs and symbolism and tributes. So it's just a delight for us nerdy Halloween fans. There are a lot of theory videos about it, what it's the meaning of it. I'm not gonna tell you guys because I don't want to ruin it for you. I try to make these as spoiler free as possible because I love plot twists and things like that, so I would never want to give anything away for you and just have like as fresh as possible view going into it. It has a cool story. I think it has likable characters, lovely animation. It's just perfect for Halloween. And the question, what is it about? I think is just as fun. Kind of going into the fandom and the community and just geeking out about it, and yeah, making fan art for it is just so fun and awesome. Like I said, sadly, we only have one season of it. The author, as far as I know, has said he will not return to the universe, but do keep a lookout. Whoever the producers are, whoever the directors are, whoever the script writers are, always check out these three types of people. You can go on IMDb or Wikipedia, see who they are, and then just go in their filmography and check out what they have. And of course, if you remember names that I've told you about shows, yeah, check those out. That's a great way to find new content these days because you know what Facebook or YouTube or whatever recommends to you to watch. That's just gonna be big studios that have the money for marketing. So you have to do a lot of work yourself and digging stuff up. And hopefully, I've given you a platform to kind of dive into the world of animation and just find stuff that you love by yourself. So yeah. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, all of that. It helps me out. Whenever I reach a milestone on my channel, I'll give rewards to you guys to say thank you. And as always, you can find me on Twitter and on Discord and all of that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it and see you in the next video. Bye bye everyone.